Yeah, I think this was in 2004, 2005 when I was in London. Gaming was a very new concept for the Indian market and for the Western world. Back in those days, if we remember, there was this game of called Solitaire, which was on Microsoft Windows, which people used to play, install Windows and play Solitaire. And me being a rummy player myself, and we play a lot of cards as a community game with family and friends. An idea struck in me to build an electronic form of a rummy game. We know that I personally know that rummy is a very popular game in India and is played by within friends and family in colleges, in at home during festivals and Diwali. And this idea struck me to build a game which people could play against a computer. And I was very much interested in doing a startup myself. And I returned back to India, and the whole ACE23 idea was born. And we started building a game which one could play a game of rummy with the computer, and that those were the beginning days. I had to rent a couple of computers. Started this very small in a small garage. I should say it's a lift. It's a room under the water tank in my apartment with two rented computers and two developers. We started building the the game of rummy with where it was an electronic form. In those days, mobile phones, the smartphones were not there. It was only an internet. People used to use internet only for emails and browsing on the internet for information. And gaming was very new to the Indian market. And that's how it all started. That's how we conceptualized ACE23. So ACE23 as a name is a hand in rummy game. So ACE23 is a sequence of cards. So that's the idea. That's where ACE23 was born in 2005. I think social gaming is a very big thing in India for the future. There are a lot of innovative games that people are building. We are also building really good social casino games, which I think is the next big thing in India. When I say social games, the local Indianized games is the next thing that is going to evolve over the next in India. The market, we know that the mobile penetration and internet penetration in India have significantly, exponentially grown over the last 10 years. There's not much that people actually do for entertainment in India. So today, mobile phone, people are on WhatsApp, Facebook, they use the phone for communication, etc. and stuff. But when it comes to free time, people play games. So there are very few games in India which are catering to the Indian market and Indian audience. When I say that, to the tier 2 towns and the tier 3 towns, people don't like to play Clash of Clans or the big games, but we focus on localized Indian games that we think is a great future for the Indian market. So our market is all Indian market. Our target group is 21 to 45 years. A bit concentrated on the in the South Indian, southern part of India because of the nature of games that we built. Some of the games that we built, including our core game, online rummy, is very popular in South India. So obviously the South Indian market. There is a lot of scope for the social casino games that we plan to we plan to launch over the next few years. We plan to build games that cater to the Indian market again. So, yeah.
Where is your largest customer base?
So our largest customer base is basically South India. When I say South India, the metros, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, that's our significant business. That's where our significant business comes from. The market is spread out throughout the country, but more concentrated in the three metros. So this was in 2009 when we just launched our real money gaming business. 2007 we launched our play money business. For the first 2 years we didn't have any revenues. We didn't have any. So we had a subscription based model, which but obviously no revenues at all. We had an initial investment from a group of angel investors, which we used to build a revenue, to build a full gaming suite where people could play online skill-based games for real money. That's when we were in lookout for a professional investors, and Matrix. We happened to meet Matrix. Avnish from Matrix was very nice to. He flew down to Hyderabad and met us, and the whole process actually took only 1 week before Matrix decided to invest. And I think, if I remember, from the day Matrix, Avnish said yes to us, I think it just within 2 weeks we had the money in our bank. It wasn't just the money that was important for the company. It was the experience that Avnish Bajaj from Matrix had in building a great internet company, and they value entrepreneurs. They call founders. They call Matrix partners as founders first. So they brought in a lot of professional practices into the company with regards to finances, marketing, helping us build a world-class product. So I think probably the fastest deal that any startup could have closed in India, and one of the very, very important milestones for the company to get the investment from Matrix Partners. Matrix Partners has been really helpful, as I said just now, about bringing in the professional practices into the company. They've also helped us in getting all the required partnerships for the business. They've helped us in hiring good talent. They've also helped us in helping us follow best practices and good corporate governance. That was very important for a company like us. They helped us understand different markets, different approaches towards acquiring customers, acquiring and retaining customers, etc. and stuff. And Matrix as such, has also helped us plan our financials, help us spend money effectively, not waste too much of money acquiring customers, like a lot of gaming companies which have actually burnt cash acquiring customers, but have not been successful in building businesses. So that's where Matrix has given us a lot of support in terms of helping us acquire customers efficiently.
Can you tell us about any significant learning or milestones that particularly stand out?
Significant milestones, I think, in the last 5 years, 5 years, I would say, when we crossed, our initial target after Matrix came in, and we set ourselves an initial target of a certain revenue targets, and I think we projected a 3-year time frame before we achieved the target, but we achieved it in less than 1 year. And this was the first milestone that I would say significantly was very important for us to achieve. See, Matrix is never, we've never actually looked for exit as in particular. Exits were, so I think I personally believe that we build great businesses, good businesses, profitable businesses. We build great products. Exit is something that will automatically come, and you get it on if you build great businesses. Matrix has never insisted on an exit with us. They've always helped us and focused on building the business. At some point, very recently, there was a lot of interest coming in from global gaming companies that were looking at the Indian market to invest, and we were probably we were the largest companies, and there was a lot of interest from international companies to acquire us. At the same time, Matrix being stayed invested with us for over 7 years, and it was very important for them as well to take an exit because the fund they've been stayed invested for 7 years, and there were multiple deals on the table, and I should thank Matrix for leading this whole transactions, which we closed a couple of months back, which gave a full exit to Matrix and other investors who were also equally helpful in building this business, and I'm so happy that they made significant returns and one of the best, largest returns in the Indian startup ecosystem. As I told you, it's the business that is important. It's the profitability that is important. It's the customer satisfaction that is important. It's the product that you provide to your customers. The customers are happy, then your customers stick around with you for a longer time. You have your you have your retention strategies in place, and once you build a great business, maintaining it and growing that business is also very, very important. I think what Matrix has helped us is we built a great model. We've been innovators of what we do, the online skill gaming industry. And I think Matrix has helped us in maintaining a leadership position in what we do. And as we grow, I think exits are automatically, as I told you, right? Exits, there are companies who look out for good companies, and we should be a good company for being, being acquired, so that the investors get an exit. And we will continue to do so for our new investors as well.